As a founding partner of Watts, Griffiths and McEwitt Limited, Ross Lawrence played a pivotal role in the company's success and global recognition. Established in 1962, the company is recognized as Canada's longest-running independent firm of geologists and mining consultants.
WGM's reputation is legendary, and Ross was a large part of developing that legacy. He is responsible for participating in the development of Canada's reputation in the worldwide minerals industry.
Watts, Griffiths, McEwitt has worked in over 100 countries, where Ross led the development of the satellite offices in Australia, England, Alaska, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Iran, and Indonesia.
Ross was a big part of that because of his international relationships. Without those relationships, WGM would not have been the international firm that it was.
Ross's character is, I think, closely attuned to listening to other people. And that's the first thing you have to be able to do if you're going to sell anything to anybody, and particularly if the person is totally a stranger to you, different language and so on and so forth. So it's that empathetic approach that breaks the ice.
Ross says some of his favorite memories are of his international work advising governments.
We did a job in Yemen that was financed by the World Bank, and it went on for 3 years, helping them set up a library, helping them with the kind of policies that they should institute for promoting the mining industry in the country, and helping do certain projects, and so in that way act as mentors to the young Yemeni geologists.
Governments will not hire consultants that they don't think are as good as gold. And so making Watts Griffiths that kind of company that governments sought after, that was, I think, Ross's major talent and contribution to Watts Griffiths.
Ross's passion for the mining industry was sparked by a presentation in high school in Toronto, the city where he was born and grew up.
We had an activities day where some engineers came and talked about their different disciplines, one of whom was a geological engineer, who talked about his career and the amount of traveling he did. And I thought to myself, that sounds pretty good. You get paid well and you get to travel. I think I'll do that.
That led Ross to the University of Toronto, obtaining a Bachelor of Applied Science in 1956 and a Master's in Commerce in 1959. It was a conversation with friend Jack McEwitt that landed Ross a job at Murray Mining with Murray Watts. From there, WGM was created.
They had a project in Ungava to explore an asbestos deposit there. They needed an engineer to do a lot of the engineering work. That project indeed was to become a mine, and it was sold to Asbestos Corporation. They offered all of us a job, and we kind of looked at each other and said, we don't want to work for a big company. Why don't we form a consulting firm? And Jack also knew Tom Griffiths, who was just finishing a job in Timmins, and so it came together.
As Watts, Griffiths and McEwitt grew, its exploration work was instrumental in the discovery of several mines. WGM also played a major role in the acquisition of Red Dog by Cominco.
These guys were explorers and adventurers and builders, and you'd get there, you'd have to make a camp for yourself. You'd have to build an airstrip with a bulldozer and things like that. So these guys were from a different era, and they had to have an adventurous spirit to take those kind of risks.
One of Ross's notable technical contributions was the development of a technique for diamond drilling 12-inch diameter core for bulk sampling. Ross's expertise built WGM's extensive valuation practice. He was also a major contributor to the committee setting standards for the industry.
Ross practiced that not only for the good of Watts Griffiths McEwitt, but also for the larger community by getting involved in various committees and so on that were setting standards for the way mineral properties are evaluated.
During his career, Ross had a significant impact as a volunteer, serving as a director and president of CMHF for 19 years, contributing to the growth and development of the organization. Ross also served as a board member and past chair of NORCAT in Sudbury.
We were relying on Ross and others like him from the mining industry to guide NORCAT's development. I can say without a doubt that NORCAT would not have been as able to survive and nearly as successful without Ross's guidance.
Ross's influence is still evident today. He and fellow classmates at their 30th reunion initiated the 5T6 Award at the University of Toronto.
It goes to a person that's finished first-year engineering and has done well scholastically, but is also showing the kind of stuff that will make him or her into a good leader.
Ross's legacy lives on as WGM maintains its stellar reputation as an internationally renowned company serving the mining industry.